video I'm going to show you how to get satellite imagery on your Garmin Fenix 5X. Now this is done through a program called BaseCamp, which you can download for free from the Garmin website. So we'll open that up. Once it's open, connect your Garmin Fenix 5X to the computer and just make sure that the computer recognizes it and all the maps are loaded in. There's the maps. And here's the Talkie Toaster map, which I use most often. I find it most detailed and the most useful. Okay, so I've scrolled the map to an area that I want to download the aerial photographs from. And this is an area in the Wirral in the UK called New Brighton and Wallasey. Then we go to the top menu and select Birdseye and download Birdseye Imagery. This will open a box in the left hand corner and it will display all the products that are compatible with the Fenix 5X. Now it's the Birdseye Imagery V2 that you're after. They also do a version of Birdseye which is like a more detailed map based on the Ordnance Survey maps. So it's the satellite imagery one we want. Now I've already subscribed for 12 months, but if you haven't subscribed, just click the shop button and this will take you through to the Garmin website. So you can see here, this is the American version, which is $29. Now I live in the UK, so I'm going to change the region to United Kingdom, and that brings up the Garmin homepage. So all we need to do is go to Maps, then down to Outdoor Maps, then I'm going to click Outdoor and scroll down. You can see here the Birdseye Select, which is not the one we want, and click Find Outdoor Maps. And then scroll down, these are all different maps types are available from Garmin, to Birdseye Satellite Imagery. And you can see here, it's £21 per year. Now you don't need to worry about selecting a region on this because it's worldwide coverage. But if you press select a region, it will take you to the checkout page and charge you £21 for a 12-month subscription. So we'll go back to BaseCamp and continue on with downloading the images to the watch. So what we're doing here, we've selected the area we want and we press continue. Now it will automatically select a square for you to download, however this covers more area than I need. So you can either select a square box like this, but again half of it's the sea, which I don't need. So I'm going to press select shape and draw around the area that I need. There we go. Once you've determined your shape, BaseCamp will then calculate the area that you need, and you can see here that this equates to 19.4 megabytes on my watch. So it's not a massive map, and then press continue. And it'll start to download the aerial images. Okay, considering it's only 19.4 megabyte, it can take quite a while to download, particularly for some of the larger areas. So bear with it. Okay, here we are, all downloaded. So you can see download completed there, and we'll close the box. You can see here that it showed up as Wallasey on my recently downloaded section. And what we're going to do is now transfer that to the Fenix 5X. And there's two ways you can do it. You can either right click and go to send to device on the map, or if you've downloaded multiple maps, you can send them all across at the same time by clicking on transfer and send recently downloaded to my devices. So I'm just going to send the Wallasey one to my watch because I've already got maps on there. So right click, send to device, and select the right device from the menu. Now you only need to send the map, you don't really need to send the route or tracks, and click send. Then it only takes a short time to transfer the image to the watch. I'll now show you where BaseCamp saves the selected map to the watch. So if we go to the home drive and then select the watch, which is Garmin, and then open the Garmin folder, and you can see a folder here marked Birdseye. And there we are, there's the map, Wallasey.jnx. So let's see how to select the map on the watch. So if we long press the up button, it takes us to the menu, and press down till it gets to settings, select apps and activities, go to the activity you want to change the map for, so in this case run, and run settings, and then down to map. Select configure maps, and here we can see how to select the different types of maps for different activities. So we'll move down. Now this is the Talkie Toaster map, which I always have selected, and it overlays on top of the Birdseye Imagery. So we move down to Birdseye Imagery, and we select this. Now all the Birdseye maps are all configured into one, and then we leave them on or off. And then back to the main screen of the watch. So let's have a look at that map now. So we're going to start a run, and we're going to scroll down to the map just so we can see the Birdseye Imagery. Now this is at a scale of 80 feet. Now you can zoom in on this one, but I tend to find anything closer than 30 feet, the map tends to break up a little bit. Now I tend to use the watch on 80 feet. Now this is close enough to see where you are. Now you're looking at the terrain ahead of you, not really looking to see what's in people's back gardens. So here we can see the map scrolling, and the map certainly scrolls fast enough in use when you're cycling, walking or running. So let's have a look at the different scales of map. So this is 30 feet. You can see here it's good enough to work with. Then 50 feet, which is perfect. I tend to want a little bit more information of the area around me, so I leave it set to 80 feet. And here we are back to my GPS position. I'm going to zoom out to my preferred scale of 80 feet. There we go. So let's have a look at the map that I downloaded before from BaseCamp. So this is an old military fort which is built on the sand in an area of the Wirral in the UK called New Brighton. Now I've zoomed out here to 120 feet, and there's 200 foot. Now you can see in the blue and white at the top of the screen a bicycle track. Now this is the overlay from the Talkie Toaster maps that I prefer to use. So even though you have to pay for the aerial imagery, I still consider it a useful addition to the Garmin Fenix 5X, especially as you can overlay details from other maps on top of it. I hope this helps. If it does, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'll see you again in the next video.